Hey guys, it's Sam with Number One with a Bullet, back at you again with another plan with me. This time we're looking at February. Not one of my favorite months, but we'll get through it. Like last time, we're going to start at the yearly index page. I'm going to do my habit tracker, same song, same dance, except this time I have a little bit of a tip for you, and I'm going to throw it in real quick here at the beginning. If you will use a post-it note up against the edge there before you highlight, and if you'll extend your highlighting over that post-it note, you can get rid of the annoying little dot at the end of the highlighter. That is an excellent tip that I picked up from one of my Facebook planning groups, and I absolutely love it. Definitely going to be using that in the future. Alright, so as with last month, I am color coding, and then here in a minute I'm going to be putting in my writing habit tracker, the little line graph that you can see actually now down on January, where I just put a dot on the days that I write, and I use the y-axis to sort of figure out how many words and put that down. I will eventually do a post about that because I think it's important. I think y'all might be interested in it. But until then, you'll just have to catch a peek here. And you can also now see that I've got my average monthly temperature on January. You can sort of see how I do that. I just do a dot of color that corresponds with the average between high and low on each day. It makes for a very pretty little line of colors on that very bottom there. Alright, now we're moving on to the monthly spread. As I said last time, I kind of use this area to sort of put down on days when stuff that I need to get done gets done. Things that I know in advance, like events and appointments, all that goes here. It's a good at-a-glance overview. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about what is different this month, and that is my theme. A lot of people like to do Valentine's Day and things like that. And I kind of do too, because I like to acknowledge the holidays that are in the month. But I kind of don't, because, well, I'm a single, sad planet girl. Don't at me, I'm not that sad. But anyway, I don't really get into much to the whole February lovey-dovey Valentine's Day thing. So for this month, I chose sort of a retro, travel, vintage, Route 66 diner sort of theme. And so you won't see too much of that Route 66 diner sort of theme here on the monthly, but I do get it in other places. But right here, I'm just kind of doing some travel washi that I have, some cameras with flowers, some buildings, some luggage tags, airplanes, flowers, etc., and using that to fill in the areas that are days in the month that are not actual days of the month. I like to cover those up with washi because it just brightens it up. Once again, I am using my Olfa top sheet cutter to cut the washi. It is still being predictably difficult at me being able to gauge the correct depth to have it cut at, and that's purely me. The little thing works great. It's just that swapping between so many washis means that I don't always know the correct level to put it at so that I can get the right pressure. Alright, now we're moving on to weeklies. I told you last time I live in my weeklies. I love my weeklies. And so I go ahead and put some washi there too, just to brighten it up. Because if I love something, it's got to have washi, right? Because if you like it, then you got to put some washi on it. Anyway, so I use the washi along the bottom just to separate the top from the bottom. Because as I told you last month, I use the top more as a to-do list, kind of catch-all to-do list. And then on the bottom, I do my tracker, which is more medical things, and it's a line graph tracker, and it connects from day to day. You won't really actually get to see too much of how I made that in this one, so if you'd like to see a little bit of that, you can head over either to last month's plan with me, which I will link down below, and you can also head over to my blog, which will have a more in-depth post about how to make the habit tracker, why I made the habit tracker, what it looks like, what it's supposed to do, things like that. But here I'm just putting in the X and Y axis I won't do this for every day. I'll just do it for the first one just to sort of give an idea of what I do. But I will do this every week, and I usually set it up the week before so that I can be ready to use it the following week. Alright, the rest of the weeklies are just me putting washi down. Like I said, I feel like setting the full week up gets a little repetitive, so I won't do that here or on any of my plan with me's unless you guys specifically comment and say that's something you'd like to see me do. I don't know why, but if you would, you know, I'll consider it. But for right now, I'm just going to keep it simple. So the next few minutes is just going to be me putting the washi for each day down and sort of going ahead and separating my pages out. Alright, now I'm heading back to the monthly. I forgot to add some stickers there. I do use Happy Planner stickers. The box ones fit basically perfectly in the columns, and then the little header ones that you can use also fit fairly well in the columns. And so a lot of the stuff in those Happy Planner books of stickers work perfectly well, and they're perfectly sized. Maybe you have to trim them like I'm doing here a little bit. No big deal. They can be trimmed a little bit.
More or less. Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
Alright, and here's a quick overview of everything I did on my very shaky phone camera footage here, but you'll get some close-up shots of everything that I did from kind of a distance. Now you get to see it really close up. And I'm sorry, the gold foiled stuff just always is going to reflect really badly and not look good. I actually used that Follow Your Dream sticker to cover up a space where the Olfa top sheet cutter did cut through my paper of my planner. And so I just put that there to sort of seal that cut back up. So that's kind of why that's there, but it looks really good right there too, so I'm not upset about it. And then we're going to flip through my weeklies really quick. I really like this page. I really like this page. I specifically picked it for Valentine's Day week. And that every day is special sticker specifically for Valentine's Day because every day is special. And then some bees because that feels kind of Western and road trip vibey to me. Alright, and now we are on to the monthly cover page. This is that weird page that I never know what to do with, and so I decided to make some art for each month. This month it's going to be 2 of my other characters enjoying a milkshake together at a diner. And so I'm putting down some washi tape that has roadmap on it. And then the art is actually marker art that I did on marker paper, cut out and put in the book. So if you'd like to see the full process of how I made this marker art, alcohol marker art, just to be clear, you can go over to my art channel. I'll link it in the card up above and down in the description below, and you can go over to my art channel and see the full process of how I made this piece of art to go into my cover page.
I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, if I may, if I may. I'd like to love you, love you.
And with that, that's all I've got for you this month. I hope you really enjoyed watching another plan with me. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something. I hope you saw something that gave you an idea for a way you can do things. And I hope that it inspired you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, leaving a comment down below, letting me know what your favorite part was. I'd love to hear from you all. And until next month, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
I'd like to love you, love you.